the Podical Sons.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone in the world, because neither one of us don't have any law degrees. I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. Yesterday was the Harry Jerome Awards. So I got myself suited and booted. Wifey looked beautiful as usual.
Absolute.
We went out and celebrated Black excellence, man. This was the 36th award show. And, they celebrated and saluted 12 different game changers in different areas of entertainment, business, professional fields, and so forth like that. So, yeah, it's a good cause, because the money that's raised from the actual award show dinner goes to help support programs within the Black community. So
nice.
Yeah, man, it was good to see Black people out there dressed to the T and just showing out. It was good.
Showing their Sunday best on a Saturday.
Sunday best on a Saturday.
That's what's up.
That's
I
what's
ain't
up.
mad at that.
Yeah. How you been, man?
I'm good, man. I'm vibing, man. I'm here. Getting a little older and wiser and everything and stuff, whatever. Enjoying the best of this spring, winter. I'm not a fan of how the weather just flip-flops up and down and stuff, whatever. But, hey, God is good all the time, so I take it as I take it.
See, I've been working on this theory, and I actually been working on this theory for the past, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 years, when everybody was saying, we're getting this Indian summer, back then when we were still having a nice hot weather in September time,
right?
Which was unusual for us. But right after we got the hot weather in September time, we started getting the cold extended weather happening in April and March.
Right.
And everybody was saying, well, global warming, this, that, and the third. But I'm a conspiracy theorist / scientific / knowledge of the world type buff. And there's a thing called precession. So for those who are out there and don't know exactly what I'm talking about,
you don't gotta look far. I'm right here.
Yeah, all right. So Marv on the other side, if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
We all know that the Earth spins. But it doesn't spin perfectly. It spins almost like a wobbling top. So if you can imagine a wobbling top where, the axis keeps going back and forth, this is kind of the same thing what the Earth is doing. Only it's not happening so rapidly. So I'm told maybe every 3,600 years or something like that, the axis of the Earth shifts. So if you can think of the axis of the Earth shifting, I'm gonna get in my scientific bag now. If you can think of the axis of the Earth shifting,
right,
the poles are shifting, the equator is shifting also. So now, here's the thing. It's not so much that we're having Indian summer or longer weekends, to what I'm thinking, more than the months of the seasons are changing.
Gotcha. So then
you see what I'm saying?
So what you're saying and stuff, whatever, in a nutshell, that April might not be that April showers bring May flowers. It might turn into May showers bring June flowers.
Exactly. And this is why we feel like summer's actually, lasting a little bit longer. No, actually, if you really think about it,
it's shifting.
Summer actually starts later.
Yeah.
It's been starting later for a while.
Yeah.
Ending later for a while.
Yeah.
Winter, we used to see snow in
October,
November. Now we're not seeing snow till December, January.
Right.
But it's continuing on to April, May. Right? So that's my whole theory behind it, man. I think when with the months of the seasons are being changed right before our very eyes, and yes, that is it, folks. One to grow on.
My thing and stuff is this: my damn birthday's in April.
Yeah.
I like to rock a Speedo, maybe, for my goddamn birthday.
Nah, brother, I think the Speedo days is over for you. Yeah, you might have to rock a full-length snowsuit. Keep your winter boots on, unless you want to be real creative and rock the winter boots with the Speedos.
Yeah, come on. That's the stage work right there.
That's totally up to you.
That's what Shorty Angel taught me, man. That's the stage work.
You know what I mean?
Salute to Shorty Angel, man.
That's some real polar bear living right there. You come out with the halfway. You got the boots, the scarf.
Nah, come out with an Eskimo outfit.
The Eskimo outfit.
Come out there and stuff, whatever. Come out to like some Afro beats. Before it break down,
yeah.
Just throw off the Eskimo fur.
Okay,
and then right there, stuff with the Eskimo fur be like, Zoolander. Yeah.
Still rocking the boots. With the scarf around your neck.
Gotta keep the boots on, man.
The scarf around your neck. Maybe even a toque. Maybe even a toque to complete that look.
I don't know. The scarf might make me sweat up and stuff. But then again, it'll add to the body glistening and shining.
This is what we're talking about,
Might
man.
work.
That might happen, man. That might be the new birthday suit.
Hey. You're on to something.
Might be the new birthday suit.
Hey.
Huh?
We on to some shit now.
There you go. I heard it first.
Okay. Let's get with the topics at hand. Our thoughts and prayers are to the people in Sri Lanka with this tragedy that took place and stuff, whatever, last Sunday. On the Easter Sunday, there were 3 churches and 3 hotels on Easter Sunday that got bombed by suicide bombers. And it led to over 500 people injured. And the death toll right now is at 253 dead. It was a little bit higher, but they knocked it back down.
Brought it down.
Yeah, so it's at 253. And the country's on high alert this weekend, actually, because...
Yes.
Because of everything that took place. And with the Orthodox Easter going on...
Right.
This weekend, they kind of shut down a lot of masses and a lot of things to go on and stuff for this weekend.
Well, one of the things that they said is that they actually got warnings of more attacks to come. So I think that was part and parcel of them saying, hey, you know what? Maybe you might want to cancel these services for this weekend coming up, whether it be Muslim or Orthodox Christian, whatever. If it was a religious tone, they were basically saying maybe you might want to shut it down for this weekend and so forth. But yeah, it's a real tragic thing, to even think about 2019, where we're supposed to be having so much compassion that something that is politically inspired is overshadowing something that is spiritual. Yeah, it's really hard to fathom, man. And I
thought the most, this is just me.
Yeah.
My opinion stuff, I believe that all religions, they kind of hone in onto love.
Right. Yeah.
Love. So whatever religious aspect or I want to say sect you're from, whatever in the world.
Yeah.
On this world, on the axis, or to the flat earthers like Kyrie Irving and them.
Yeah.
On this dinner plate.
Right.
Of a planet. It's still love.
B.O.B. subscribes to the Flat Earth.
You B.O.B. too?
Yeah, B.O.B. too.
Crazy. But I feel like most of the people and stuff, whatever, it's about love. That's what the main key thing and stuff should be and stuff, whatever. So when people take lives for granted or just take away, they feel like they have the power to take away a life.
Yeah.
I just feel emotional stuff. I'm emotional orange, but I feel the type of way and stuff with the fact that these people and stuff whatever probably just going about their everyday lives doing the everyday damn thing.
Right.
What they normally would do, and then it happens. Right?
But this is why I say when I look at it as a political thing overshadowing a spiritual thing. Because these bombers, these suicide bombers, it's more of a political manifesto that's really sprouting this ideology, and not really. I think it's gone past a spiritual thing, because if we look at it, we're seeing all types of faith and all types of denominations coming together and condemning those acts.
Facts.
Not only coming together and condemning those acts, but praying for those victims and praying for the people who've been subjected to those attacks. And they're not looking at what faith it is. they're just looking at it as, no, these are human beings who are exactly what you're saying. This, experiencing and fulfilling the love that is supposed to be brought through
Facts.
religion, right? So
Right, like even like in San Diego, the other day with the shooting, with the young guy, I think he's 19, and he shot a few people and stuff up in a synagogue, and he killed, I believe so far as one is dead so far, whatever. But they said that might subject to change. But he shot up a few people, right? So I mean, it's these people were just in a situation stuff. Like I said, religion should be about love. These things happen. I'm just not a fan of it, whatever. Like, if you're doing your everyday thing and somebody feels like they have the power to take away your life, I'm not a fan of it. Same thing with with Nipsey.
yeah.
The man was at his store because he actually bought the damn plaza.
Yeah.
Had a disagreement. This is an everyday thing. People disagree with each other
All the time.
every day,
All the
time. And then somebody feels like they have the power to take away his life. It's the same thing. Like, across the board, I'm just not a fan of it. Right?
Speaking of that, I seen an IG post earlier this morning where some girl was out there defacing one of the murals.
Yeah. Some brunette.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with that.
Now,
You know these people's about to get that chick.
now, here's the thing, because people were actually filming her do it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, me, I wouldn't have had no cameras rolling.
Yeah,
Because they would have caught the ass beating I was about to get that girl.
facts.
Straight up. You understand? They would have probably seen the aftermath. I would have took my cameras after the ass beating me. Oh, girl, what happened to you? Oh, that's a damn shame.
But
Man.
remember we were talking about with the Exastenacion?
Right.
The man's body and stuff is lifeless and stuff, whatever, if he's dead or alive, but they just want to record.
They just want to
And just
record.
want to put it out there and stuff to the world. Like, I recorded it, whatever. No, but you didn't do anything to help.
To help, right.
That's what it is. They just want to be the first to say they threw it up there. And then somebody else will repost it and stuff. You didn't see this? I reposted on my thing and stuff. It's not to stop. It's not to prevent.
Yeah.
It's the same thing if you see somebody and stuff get beat on camera, like, you see a dude beating his girlfriend senseless or something like that and everything. Don't record. Just go separate the two. You don't know the circumstance, but just separate the two.
It always reminds me back to, I remember the conversation that we were having with the homeless person on the street that you invited into the shop to
Oh,
get
for the
something
pizza.
to eat. Get something to eat, and everybody started taking out their phones
To record.
to
I'm
record
like,
it.
like, what the fuck was that? I was like, nah, man. This man said he was hungry. He seemed like he's legit hungry. I'm like, you guys don't have time to pull out the phones, whatever. I'm like, everybody chip in here, probably give like $1 a piece.
Yeah.
The man would have a meal and then some.
But the funny thing is everybody probably, well, I wouldn't say everybody, but I'm saying maybe the majority of the people who took their phones out of their pocket probably had change in that same damn pocket.
Yeah. Offset, man. They doing it for the clout. They doing anything for clout. They do anything for clout. They just want to say they were there.
This is it, man.
They were there.
This is the time.
Oh my
we
gosh,
live
there was
in,
some
man.
black guy that walked in and stuff, whatever. He bought his homeless guy some food, pizza, and some other things and stuff like that, whatever. Why didn't you do it?
This is the
But
time
I was
we live
there.
in. This is the time we live in, man.
They do it for the clout.
Damn
man.
shame.
Yo, woman in the east end of Toronto. Her name is Deidre Martin. She stabbed her lover multiple times, and he got stabbed in the groin.
Right.
The way how the news and stuff and most media is portrayed it, that she Lorena bobbed his ass.
Yeah, because I think after we recorded last week, I jumped at you and I said, "Yo, maybe before when we're ending the show, we should just jump on real quick and check out any breaking news," because I think I got the report of that right after that we finished. Right after we finished.
But even
recording.
like the Nipsey thing happened after we recorded.
Right after we recorded, and I was like, man, somebody, got his Sasha's cut off.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good look, bro. I don't think no man should get his dick cut
I
off.
cringed before I tried to read the rest of the story and look it up. But yeah, and I don't know if I guess is dude speaking about how everything transpired?
He didn't speak about everything and stuff, whatever, yet. I guess right now it's just the kind of the media aspect and stuff, whatever.
Now, did she leaped to her death?
No, so that's the thing. So now, after she stabbed him and stuff and realized, I guess, like the blood and everything, what she did,
right?
She jumped from a 7-story apartment balcony.
Yeah.
I guess she was probably trying to commit suicide and stuff like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
And she just stabbed him up and everything. She's like, you know what? Fuck it. I got nothing else to live for. And jumped. But she survived, though. You know, it was like, do you think that was God's way of saying you gonna learn today what you did and you're not gonna die?
It's something because, you know, from the 7th floor, you pretty much trying to say, this is it. It ain't like the jumper from the second story.
Floor. Yeah. Second story stuff, you know, you're like, my ankle.
Yeah, and
you just might hop along and wobble off.
Exactly.
And everything, but I'm like, 7th story, and she's looking to cash out, man. So I was like, I wonder if it's God's way of saying it and stuff, whatever. But my question to you and stuff is, how many women do you know that always threaten to cut a man's dick off?
Oh, I think almost every woman, when she mad, threaten to cut a dick off.
Why? Do you ever threaten a woman to say, yo, if you don't act right, I'm going to cut a nipple off?
Or sew the coochie up?
Okay, that's some different shit. That's some time. You'd be like, stay still.
That's you gotta be sick and sadistic to sew the coochie up.
Yeah, that's some horror movie shit. It's like some human centipede type shit. You gotta have time for that, whatever.
Oh, listen, if they can cut the penis off, I'm pretty sure somebody out there thinking about sewing the coochie up.
Yo, I was looking at that. I was like, yo, there's mad women that always say that they're gonna cut a dude's dick off.
But you know, I don't think, I don't think 95% of them who's saying it is actually going to go through with it. It's just the thought of taking away somebody's manhood. Mm-hmm. Manhood is
pun intended.
Is something that will just emasculate the man right there and then with just the thought.
Look here, man.
Just the thought.
I see some video and stuff whatever on what was it? Was it on the gram? I don't know if it was seen on the gram or probably seen on like one of the media takeouts or some World Star or something like that, whatever. It's like she looked Latina.
Yeah.
Right? She looked Latina. First of all, she looked thugging. I'm afraid, ladies, if you're out there and you got like a tattoo coming across like the middle of your chest, like right above your cleavage, Sofa King Marvelous, A.K. Marvelous, A.K. Marv, am afraid of you.
Listen, if you got that tat just above your cleavage, anywhere on your neck, put one on your face, I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you.
I'm gonna act right. I'm gonna act right. I ain't trying to do nothing to piss you off. So I seen the video now, and she got a gun in her hand. Like the video started off, she got a gun in her hand, right? And she's like, that's right. Over there on the wall, I put a bullet hole and stuff, whatever there. I ain't scared. That's right, I'll do it, whatever, right? She has a phone in one hand, and she has a gun in the other hand. And then she kind of turned the phone to the boyfriend. And the boyfriend sitting on the bed kind of shook. Yeah. Because she already popped off a shot, and then she's talking, and she popped off another shot again. So 2 shots she popped off. Wow. And she's saying like, yo, she ain't scared. She will shoot him. Tell all those little bitches and hoes you have on your Instagram and online that you got a woman. I was shook. You need to worry about cutting my dick off, whatever.
Yeah.
You already popped off 2 shots. Police can come anytime.
That's a different shit.
Anytime. And you waving a gun in my face?
And you on IG Live?
And on IG Live? Man. What? I peed myself. I was like, yo, what happened to this brother? Is he alive? Is he okay? He needs a blanket. Hashtag nothing too.
I didn't pop the drug.
Yo. She told IG.
I ain't never scared.
She ain't never scared. Yo.
Damn.
Yo, I was shook. I was like, well, so which is worse, man? A girl threatened to cut your dick off, or a girl threatened to say she gonna pop you on Instagram or social media live, period?
Well, you know what? I think the doctors have been trained and gone through enough experience
to re-stitch a dick.
No. To fix a bullet wound.
I was about to say, I don't know about that. The
getting all the intricate veins all back together in the dick.
I don't think technology's there yet.
I'm gonna take the gunshot. I'm gonna take the gunshot if it has to be the choice between the two.
50 got shot in the face and he survived.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? As long as she ain't hit no vital organs, you're good. Because she cut the dick off, you might bleed out.
yeah, I'm kind of shook for them and stuff, whatever. For real, man. You know, like I said, these women, they out here, they are not playing. It's a hashtag Men Too movement. We get it too and stuff as well, but I guess most of the time it goes overshadowed, right? So,
listen, I listen. Any of you ladies out there, if you ever pissed off your nigga and he said, "Bitch, I'ma sew the coochie up," hit us up. Let us know, cause I don't think that happens.
No.
I don't think that happens.
No. That boy, he has to be like some mad scientist in his mind, and he got more plans than doing that. He's on some human centipede type shit. Cause you got to sedate a person to actually think they're gonna sit still for all. Yeah, you're on some Frankenstein shit. I'm not about that, man. Let's go to some lighter shit, man. Jay-Z. He went to Webster Hall and did another Side B concert. His first Side B concert and stuff was held there.
Right.
Before.
Yeah.
And it was actually shut down and stuff, whatever. Well, it was shut down for renovations in August 2017.
Okay. Yeah.
So it reopened just for him in New York, and it was a sold-out show.
So did they finish the renovations, or he just said, "Yeah"?
They did.
Okay.
They finished the renos and stuff, whatever.
Right.
And he's the first one to jump up and everything.
You think he might have had a hand in the rentals to kind of speed up the process and everything?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I'm thinking a man like Jay-Z would.
Yeah, you would think a man
would do something like that.
Because he already did a show there before, so he kind of felt comfortable. He probably liked the vibe, everything,
right?
The setting. Because I want to say it could be for a man that can sell out a show like Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
And this is such a smaller venue.
Yes.
I feel like he's more into the intimate vibe.
Right.
So he's okay with the venue and stuff being that smaller.
Right.
To do something like that and stuff, whatever, right? I was a fan of, he had a freestyle, which he mentioned about Nipsey Hussle and about gentrification, and what Nipsey Hussle was all about.
Yeah,
from his point of view.
I've seen a lot of people posting that freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
It's been making its way around, and if you haven't seen or heard it yet, just Google Jay-Z Nipsey Hussle freestyle, because he's saying a lot of really intricate stuff that applied to what Nipsey was doing and pretty much what we should be doing, and the effects of why we're not. I mean, the effects from why we're not doing it, why the effects are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It was a great damn show. I was extra ecstatic about him bringing out Nas.
Yes.
Cameron and Jim Jones. And those three people especially, because he has had previous rap beef with all three of those individuals.
Right, yeah.
Whatever, right? And I want to say, well, we're all about growth and development.
Yes.
So for to come to a point where you were at odds with these individuals to now breaking bread, making money, and shaking hands with these individuals and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was a beautiful moment, a beautiful night of hip hop.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful night of hip hop because there was a time and stuff where the whole thing and stuff was who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. And, Nas and Jay went at it hard with the Super Uglies to the Ethers. And then Cameron went at it and stuff, whatever, with Jay. And he used to work for Jay. And then anytime he talked bad about Rockefeller Records, he got fined $100,000.
Yeah.
And then Jim Jones with the whole, with the balling, with the We Fly High.
Right.
How Jay, I guess, made a remix and stuff, whatever. He made his own version, dissing Jim Jones, and Jim Jones went back and made another one. He said, this is one for the old timers.
Yeah.
He's like, if you wanted to be on the remix, just call me.
Yeah.
And all of that and stuff is squashed and done and everything. That means it proves that us as people, we can get better.
Yeah.
And do great things.
And the thing is, we always say with maturity, well, hopefully with maturity comes wisdom. And
Facts.
I mean, we look at these people.
That should be Associated Sons right there, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna think I'll type that up after, and we'll repeat it at the end of the show. But
yeah.
It's funny because all of these people that we're mentioning are now reaching a stage in their life where the things that were important to them when they were younger is no longer important as the things that are important to them now. As they're older, as their fathers, as their husbands, as their people who are being looked up to by the next generation to come
Facts.
up and follow. So, you know, what they're really trying to do is set a precedence. And back then, it was like hip hop was all about beefing. It's you know what the funny thing is, Marv, because before that, you know, I mean, when I first got into hip hop, you know, I want to say at the age of 13 and so forth like that, we had you know, Tribe Called Quest, Brand Nubians, the Jungle Brothers, Queen Latifah, and the whole thing back then was about unity. You know what I mean? It was like it was getting together as a family and black medallions, you know, Mother Africa showing love for one another.
Yeah. Some Chuck Rock fight the power type stuff.
Fight the power, right? And then from then it just flipped 180 and everybody was on beef mode. Who's better? Who's got more? Who's doing this from who's not doing that? And that beef mode lasted a long time. And again, those people who were in that beef mode have now grown up. And now they're seeing what's happening in their neighborhoods. They're seeing the disconnect. They're seeing the disenfranchisement. And now they're saying, nah, now is we got to go back to that whole unity. We got to unify. We got to build and pull each and every last person up. We can no longer go down on that level. We got to start bringing people up the level.
And see, my thing and stuff is that I look at like, well, Jay's one of my favorite artists and stuff. He's top dog and stuff in my lyrical game.
Yeah.
I remember they had a song, "Where Have You Been?" "Where Have You Been" was on the Dynasty, and it's talking about like him and Beanie Siegel it was like a song that they made for their fathers.
Right. Yeah.
And like, you know, both of them poured their heart out and stuff on the wax towards their fathers. And when it came down to it, they were both wise enough, whatever, or I want to say their brains move faster than the others.
Yeah.
Where people and stuff would jump up and like, would seem like, yeah, I got a shit relationship with my father and stuff, whatever, too. Yeah, he did my mom wrong. Yeah, and everything. Then so like, whoa. It doesn't have the positive effect that we thought.
Exactly.
Let's bring this back. So I think Beanie Siegel's Falling album right after that, whatever, I think was the reason. And they had a song called I Still Got Love For You.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Dynasty track was to cuss the father. And then it was to say like, all right, look, the hurt is out there. Right. But let's do better as father and son.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So, I mean, as a lot of times stuff, some people get it sooner than later and stuff, whatever. Like, I mean, you can have those times where the separation and disconnect happened like way back when. But some people and stuff probably like a few years later be like, look, we don't need to be doing this. We can do so much better together for the greater good than separated and stuff. United we stand, divided we fall.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, back then, how many fathers really knew how to be fathers? Not many. A lot of them just knew how to have kids. That was it. They didn't really know what it took to really be a father because they've never really experienced it. So it was, you know, it was something that was just being perpetuated. But, you know, there comes a time where, like I said, you know, with maturity comes wisdom, and you start to see certain things. You know, you start to, you know, certain people start to speak up positive, and then you start to take that in. You start to say to yourself, you know what? That person's right, or so-and-so is saying the right things. It's time for me to make the change and not perpetuate what I've seen or what I've grown up in or what I've witnessed.
I got to start using that word more in the daily sentence, man.
Yeah, well,
perpetuate.
Well, yeah, it's one of those things.
With maturity comes wisdom, man.
Maturity comes wisdom. I don't think I used perpetuate a lot when I was 13.
Hell no.
But you know, it's funny because it was such a short announcement with the whole B-side concerts and so forth like that till when they started jumping off. And just a week prior, I think Beyonce had her Netflix special, which nobody knew about. It just popped up on Netflix and everybody just ran and viewed it. I'm almost thinking that we might see some sort of like special like that Sorry for the disruption. That was my phone. But I'm sort of thinking that we'll sort of see something like that coming from a Jay-Z. Maybe a Netflix special.
Something like that. Husband and wife in the mix. I mean,
of course,
I look at it. I look at it and stuff as that. Like I said, I'm a fan of just coming out of nowhere with the completed product. Because you come out of nowhere with the completed product and stuff, whatever, it gives nobody time to hate it, critique it, all the above. It's kind of like if you're a fan of Marvel movies, whatever, right? You're a fan of Marvel movies, and you know for a fact that most of the time you watch a Marvel movie, you enjoy yourself, and they just tell you like, "Yo, Spider-Man is coming October." Right?
Yeah.
You're already building up and stuff, whatever, in your head mentally, like, the last Spider-Man was like this. Hopefully this Spider-Man is so much better. Hopefully he don't suck. And all the above, whatever. You haven't seen a preview yet.
No, you haven't seen a preview.
But your brain
yet.
and stuff is already now building up some things, processing things and stuff, trying to shut some stuff down and everything. But now, if they came out of nowhere and said, like, hey, we're in April approaching May, and they said, Spider-Man out May 7th. You're like, well, damn, what? They didn't say anything and stuff, whatever, before. You have no expectations and stuff, whatever, to live up to, whatever. It might suck. It might be bad. They show a preview. That's it. If they come out of the woodwork stuff with like a regular concert and stuff, whatever, right? Blindside people. Netflix special. Blindsided people. The Carter's album.
Blindsided.
It came out the 4th of July.
Yeah.
People are getting ready to do barbecues and stuff, whatever, bust out fireworks, whatever. And one person looking like, they just check the iTunes store like, you know, Jay and Beyonce had a Together album and stuff, whatever, when it dropped. It says July 4th, 2018. You're like, what? They didn't mention anything. It gives you no expectations.
No expectations.
No level to critique. It's already a completed product. You just take it for what it is. If you're confident in the material, that's how I feel.
Yeah. The Wu-Tang documentary's out. Mics and Men.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. I heard that's pretty dope. I'm looking out to see that.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see that and stuff, whatever, too. I said, let me clear off a little day sometime this week.
Yeah.
Kick my feet up and just take it all in. Let's talk about Coachella, okay? Since we're talking about the Beyonce thing. She did that little drop for the Netflix special during the Homecoming. That's what it's called, Homecoming Live.
Right, the Homecoming, yeah.
She did that during the whole Coachella time, right?
Yeah. Now, that was 2018 Coachella. I think that's you're right.
You're
okay, right.
So she did that and stuff, whatever, and she dropped it for this year. And let's enjoy Coachella for a minute, okay?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think a few people might have enjoyed it too much.
too much. Like your boy Maga Man, he brought out his Sunday service and stuff, whatever, there. And after, I guess, his performance and the little 1-2 talks and stuff, whatever, he said he wants to open up his own cult. My bad. Church. My bad. I guess Coachella inspired him to do some things, whatever, right? I don't feel like Jesus walks in some type of music and stuff, whatever, is going to help persuade me to forget some shit. But then again, we had this discussion for sun up and sundown.
Yeah.
Forgive or forget. Whatever's clever. Now, the fun peoples, with the ones with the, I want to say with the herpes action, with the herpes spike.
That shit jumped up 60%.
Yo. Who? Okay, pause that real quick.
Yeah.
When are you gonna go to Coachella? Because I want to go to Coachella. Know for a fact that if somebody even talk to me kind of funny, it might come back stuff with like cold sore and like herpes and stuff in my eyeball and anything like that. When are you gonna go to Coachella?
Listen,
and you can
man.
FaceTime me live from there.
Listen, man, if I'm gonna go to Coachella wrapped in a plastic bag.
Saran wrap that ass.
Yeah, but this is the funny thing, because if we look at the whole what kicked off the whole festival culture, we're talking about Woodstock. Right?
Right.
And the Woodstock was during that whole
hippie free
love movement.
Right.
So a lot of knocking boots was going on the fields back then.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Fast forward to 2019. Yo, that shit is coming back. The whole free love movement is coming back.
Yeah, I went to in Toronto. They have during the, I'm gonna say the long weekend in August, they do Veld.
Okay.
They do Veld in Downsview Park.
Right.
And I went to Veld and stuff for that 1 year. I think like when it first started up and stuff, I was like, okay. I went. And I think I went for one day because it's a whole festival thing, right? For multiple days.
Yeah.
Man, I turned my head like towards like the porta potty area.
Yeah.
I see dude in the back, girl in between, dude in the front. And these guys are Eiffel Towering this chick with everything like that.
Wow.
And there's people looking like, yo, what's going on? And it was just a freebie thing. So like people looking like, oh my gosh, you know, you out here hoeing it up. And it was, I guess they're like, okay, you know what? Too many people are watching.
Yeah.
They just all kindly stopped. They all unified stopped.
Yeah.
And she just did like a mouth wipe and like wiped off the dick off her mouth. And then she just kind of pulled up her pants. And then they all scattered. They all went about their merry way.
Yeah.
They didn't go in the same direction. They just all went off on their merry way.
Yeah.
So I'm looking like, are we back to the hippie time at a music festival? But
well, listen,
from the Vel to the Coachella, it seemed like it. It might be.
There's been a 60% spike in herpes cases reported.
Jeez.
Due to the whole Coachella festival. Now they said the last.
No.
They said the last time they had a spike like this was during the Oscars.
Yeah, that's some funny shit. These celebrities are getting in. Oh, but then the groupies and stuff are there too as
well. The groupies and stuff is there.
They trying to get a ticket, right?
Well, here's the thing. Now, is it safe to say that condom manufacturers need to be at these places doing a better job and handing out more of these condoms to these people?
No. I think it's the people, man. Because I remember this girl said something to me one time, and she's like, how come guys carry condoms and stuff, whatever, and don't use them, right?
Right.
Like, I guess if the guys are going to their house and stuff, whatever. And I said, well, how come women bring purses on dates and don't help pay for the date? And then she never responds. She just kind of kissed her teeth and walked away. So I was like, it's up to the individual, whatever, right? To participate in whatever the act may be. So you need to be party on rescue to say like, all right, you know what? This is an epic day. Let me just shut it down. Let me just wrap it up, you know? But
okay, but this is what I'm saying. Maybe these condom manufacturers should actually be at these festivals, because how many people is really waking up that morning and saying, hey, I'm gonna go to Coachella and listen to some music and I might get some ass? I'm pretty sure that's not the thought they're waking up with. It's probably not until they actually get to the festival.
I think you're...
they under some juice. They looking over there, shorty under some juice. They make the eye contact. And they're like, all right, let's do the do.
I don't want to speak for every straight man, but I want to say probably 93% of the straight men that are there are thinking like that, okay? They're thinking like that, whatever. The women, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
The women's probably like, I just want to go pop a little pills, a little Xanax.
A little Molly?
Yeah, Molly. And just enjoy this vibe and stuff because I love Beyonce. I love whoever's performing, Childish Gambino, whoever.
Right,
They just want to go there,
right,
enjoy the time in the sun with their friends.
Yeah.
And then probably looking like, hey man, like, when in Rome, do what Romans do. Or like, when in Coachella, do what, Coachella, California people would do. And then it might pop off. But 93% of the guys,
they thinking, I'm gonna go get some cooch.
They're there for a mission, man.
This is the Coachella?
Man, look at Coachella all the time and stuff, whatever, what these dudes with. I know, look, one of my boys told me and stuff, whatever. I mean, one time, long time ago, he said he's gonna get ready and help a female friend of him move to another apartment or move to another place.
Yeah.
He wasn't in a relationship with the girl.
Right.
Wasn't dating the girl.
Yeah.
But he said he's going to go help her move. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, yeah, he's going to go manscape up. So I'm like, why? Like, that's not your girl or nothing like that. Well, he's like, you never know.
Just in case the boxers
Just in case
the boxers move.
You never know.
The boxers move too.
Exactly. So he's like, yo, men are going to prepare just in case. I mean, Chris Rock said it. He's like, yo, when a man does something good for a woman, he's basically kind of offering dick. Can I get the door for you? Would you like some dick? Excuse me, sir, you know what time it is? It's dick o'clock. He's just offering the service and stuff, whatever. So most of these guys, they're going ready with this prepped. There's some other guys looking like, yo, you know what? I got my girl at home. I don't want no problems. As I said, those are the 7% that's like, they're just there for like the vibe and the music and to be there with their boys or their friends.
But I remember when I was younger, single and so forth like that, and when we were going to Carabana, yeah, of course, the whole idea was to go down there and bag some shorties.
93%.
But the idea wasn't that I'm going to bag some shorties and hit her right at Carabana.
Facts. But the thing and stuff is that, remember, these things and stuff where like some people come from way out beyond there. That person's hotel might be way out beyond there.
Yeah.
And they're looking at stuff as like, yo, if you got a I had a girl tell me stuff one time. She's like, yo, not at a festival.
Right.
But it was kind of like, we was just chilling.
Yeah.
And she's like, if you got a condom, we can do this. And then some women and stuff are like, maybe not that, I want to say, thinking forward and stuff, whatever, saying like, if you got a condom, they're probably just looking like, you know what? We should do this and just get out the way and enjoy it.
We're just going to Russian roulette
this thing and stuff, whatever. And then when they wake up the next day with like a cold sore and stuff, whatever, they got some bumps on their shit, whatever, it'd be like, womp, 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 you didn't win this round. So, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a lot of action satisfaction and stuff.
I'm just saying, next year, if y'all going to Coachella, yeah, you'd be in. Just know what's out there.
Please, just protect yourself.
Just know that Herpes is performing at 3 o'clock.
Dirtbag. Yo, I wanted to mention the stuff, whatever, too. Last week when we had, as so say, the sons, right? With the question we got, it said, come whenever you fart or fart whenever you come. A lot of feedback from the women that I know.
Yeah.
From the women that listened to the show and stuff whatever last week.
Yeah.
They had a collective answer and agreement to the whole format. Because see, you and I were looking at it and stuff from a guy's perspective and stuff. We're answering for ourselves.
Yeah, of course.
Not just men in general, answer for ourselves.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Yeah. But when they heard that one or whatever, they were feeling that question. They were like, no, definitely fart when you come. So I was like, I asked 3 women who approached me about that same topic and stuff for that once. I'm like, why? They were like, because they would notify their man if they're not performing to expectations. So if they're not performing properly, and she's like, hey, boo, did you hear me fart?
Did the air get stinky all of a sudden?
Yeah. Be like, nope, I faked it. So I'm like, why not the other way? And then the other girl jumped in. She's like, every time I have like bean burritos and stuff, whatever, so gassy foods, I'm just gonna be coming in my panties and stuff like that, whatever. She's like, what if I have a bad damn day and stuff, whatever, and my food just doesn't sit right with me and stuff, whatever.
But you would think it would be the other way around, right?
That's what I thought.
If she knew dude got weak dick game, she gonna eat a bean burrito before they have sex.
That's what I thought. So I'm like, yo, aren't you happy that He's like, no, women don't want to just come just cause. So I was like, 1-800 my bad, because I'm pretty sure men would just want to come just cause.
Shit, we farting all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to say Taco Tuesday. And it'd be all good. But them, they're like, nah. So then when she said that, whatever, like when a few of them and stuff were saying that, I was like, yeah, I see it. So I'm like, I have a female friend and stuff, whatever. She listens to the show. She OG. She told me stuff, whatever. She was dating and stuff, whatever. She always used to tell dudes that she was a squirter.
Right.
So these dudes work extra hard. So if she doesn't squirt, then it's bad business on the guy's side.
Right.
So the guy feels like he needs to work harder.
Right. Yeah,
so I was like, yo, you cracked the Da Vinci Code with that shit right there. Because if a girl was to tell me that, whatever, you gotta eat more, DJ more, rub more. You gotta do a lot more to make it happen.
You wondering why the fountain ain't working. You're like, oh my gosh. Let me go fix the plumbing.
Exactly.
Let me go fix the plumbing.
So you now, as a man, you start doubting yourself. So that's what I'm saying. As a man, you're not doubting yourself because your girl didn't crack no fart. You don't smell no type of little, ghost of the foods that she ate in the room. They looking like, yo, dad, I need to step my game up.
But then if she let one rip, you'd be like, yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
You might gag, you're like, oh, but you're like, hey, you know what? You got the job done.
Baby, it don't smell good, but I know I did good.
I got the job done.
I did good.
You got the job done and stuff, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some guys, they look at some women and stuff when they're doing all the shaking and everything, like whatever. Like, yo, she possessed? Be like, I got the job done.
Yeah.
She look kind of stupid, but I got the job done. So I mean, like, hey, So I said I had to pull that one up, whatever, just to make sure that we are listening to you guys. And I'm glad you guys are listening and keep on listening and stuff, whatever, to all this great content, man. Let's go to the next, man. There's an MMA fighter, Joyce Vieira. In Brazil, she was doing a sexy little bikini photo shoot now, whatever, right?
Right.
She's a looker-ish, whatever.
Yeah.
MMA fighters and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah. Is she D's?
She D's.
Okay.
She D's. To me, she looks like a cut Penelope Cruz.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
She's been like a cut Penelope Cruz and stuff, whatever, right? So she's doing a sexy little bikini shoot and stuff, whatever, photo shoot on the beach in Brazil. And a man, she allegedly said that a man came up through the bushes,
Right.
was masturbating to her photo shoot while she's taking the photos. So she said she heard him, and when she heard the dude, she stopped doing the photo shoot and told the guy, you need to stop what you're doing and we can hear you, and that's not nice. She said that the man said, you know you like it. If you got a problem with it, come do something about it. So then she walked over there with her MMA ass,
Right.
gave him a 1-2. Then he decided to fight back with his dick out. He swung back. She said she got more enraged the fact that he swung back.
Right.
And she beat him down some more.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
The authorities was called later, and they brought him up and stuff, whatever, for like charges and stuff, whatever. With the guy.
He got the indecency charge.
He was about
slapped
to
with
get the
indecency?
decency charge. They're
Right.
still doing investigation.
Right,
The man
right.
said he was in the bushes peeing.
Yeah, that happens.
Like,
Yeah.
so the man was in the bushes and stuff for their peeing. But we always stress on this show, your ego is not your amigo. And I feel that she jumped to conclusions and stuff, whatever, too soon. Don't get me wrong. If he's a monster, he's a monster.
Right.
But the proper thing, or I think the best decision possible and stuff, is that once she notified she was uncomfortable, contact the authorities.
Yeah.
Before going over there. Because she knows she's an MMA fighter and she knows she can have a high probability of taking this guy, she walked over there to him and stuff.
She's about to take matter in her own hands.
Yeah, she's vigilante justice. What would happen if the man had a 22 gun on him and he shot her? And then the narrative and stuff is that she was shot on the beach while she's doing a photo shoot and stuff, whatever.
What if she'd walked over there and seen a chick bent over in the bushes that was getting it?
Possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
That's facts. That'd be a salute. That'd be a trooper chick, whatever. She probably just crawled off and stuff for that. She's like, oh shit, we caught.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, I wasn't beating my meat. I was beating something.
He was beating it up. Yeah, man. I wasn't a fan. So then when we were talking about this and stuff, whatever, I want to say I was at work. A friend of mine at work, she said, what if it was your mother? What if it was your daughter? Or what if it was your sister that he was doing that to? First and foremost, mother, daughter, sister, I wouldn't want them to walk up on no random dude.
No, and
doing like that with his dick out.
And let's be clear, I don't think an ordinary woman would walk up on this dude.
Yeah, like
to confront what he was doing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like she, because she was full of herself and she was confident in her abilities.
Yeah. That's
why she decided to walk up on dude with her. I'm like, but what if it came to a case and stuff where the man overpowered her, and then he raped her and stuff, whatever? That's a worst case, like another worst case scenario. And stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
You contact the authorities. You don't take vigilante justice in your hand. Not everybody can be Batman.
Well, I mean, besides that action or the action that we're talking about, police tell you all the time, subject may be armed and dangerous. Do not approach. Call the authorities.
Absolutely right. Do not approach.
Do not approach. Call the authorities.
No, not this motherfucker. She about to go out there and just whoop some ass and stuff, whatever.
She about to chop his dick off.
I think she's doing a prelim for a fight or something and stuff, whatever. And like there's photos and stuff online floating around from the beatdown, and they actually got the Lego blocks blocking out his dick because his dick was out and everything like that, whatever, right? So she beat him when his dick was out, whatever. So could be a possibility he was jerking it. Could be a possibility he was peeing. Because I'll tell you this straight goods. If y'all go to the beach with me or y'all go to the pool with me, no, beach.
Beach.
Stay away from me.
Yeah.
Stay away from me and stuff, whatever. I might piss in the water. Straight goods. So that's my thing. But
like
I want
the millions across the world.
Yeah. But then there's other people and stuff that say like, you know what? No, Marv, you're freaking nasty. You're a nasty guy. They're gonna piss on the shore like this guy.
In the bushes.
In the bushes.
Yeah.
So either you swim by me, get peed on and stuff, whatever. You might get a little R. Kelly and stuff, whatever, by you. Or you take this guy pissing in the bushes. Decisions.
And, you know, I think a good portion of public jerkers actually jerk in public. I don't think they hide in the bushes.
They kind of just go out blatant.
Looking at you all goofy on this shit.
Yeah, that's some different shit. Yeah. I like a closed off setting and stuff, whatever.
Yeah, we normal. We not the public jerkers.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. Right. Fair. That's But I don't know. That's how I felt and stuff about the situation. Like I said, if the guy's that monster that she proclaims he is, whatever, then authorities should deal with him, regardless, across the board. Point blank, period, and stuff, whatever. Because it would suck that the narrative got spun to something more horrific, or people losing their life, or injuries a lot worse.
Yeah, for sure. You know, the funny thing is though, is that the now the footage, was it her camp who was actually, you know, filming the shoot and stuff like that? Is the footage coming from, or is it just bystanders? This is bystanders?
Bystanders and her camp.
Okay.
So her camp has a few photos.
Right.
Where you can see that she actually left like the photo zone to walk over there. So it was a distance.
Okay.
It was a distance.
Okay.
So like,
dude wasn't anywhere close.
No. So I want to say it was a distance where, let's say, for example, if you know you're doing a photo shoot and you know they got that little reflector thing to kind of angle the lighting and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
That was nowhere in these beatdown photos.
Oh, okay. So she'd have walked.
She walked.
Okay.
She walked. So she was going over there with a purpose.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That to me is more of an instigator kind of level.
But if you had to walk, how you really know that he wasn't just taking a piss in the bushes? Because that seemed like, you know what I mean? It don't seem like you could have overheard. You could have overheard that. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Like that going that far to that extreme, just baby girl, watch yourself. All the women out there, whatever. I recommend you guys and stuff, whatever. If you get to an uncomfortable moment like that, contact the authorities. Because I want to say everybody and their granny got a cell phone now. So contact the authorities, give the description of the person and stuff, whatever. Take a snapshot of the person, and then just call it a day.
Listen, Marv, I'm with you. I feel like this lady had her ego as her amigo, because I don't think a regular woman who doesn't know martial arts would even take up the mantle to even go over there and say, listen, I'm gonna set this dude straight. Well, he might already been straight, but I'm gonna set this dude straight anyway.
Was it 2 for 2? It's 2 for 2. Okay, I see. No, I see that, man. Yo, I don't know. That's it. Like being a father to, like, if I was to be a father and I had a daughter going through a situation like that, whatever, like I said, I would notify my daughter the same way and everything as well. So I mean, I know you're a father of a daughter. And
listen, man, you don't know what you don't know what type of crazy this dude might be.
Exactly.
If you're already thinking that in your head, then the thought that should come right after that is, this person may be crazy.
Facts.
This person may be a problem.
Absolutely.
I should not be confronting this person.
Absolutely.
I should probably take out my cell phone, make the call to the proper authorities, and have this dealt with appropriately.
There. Yo, speaking of father, we never really spoke about fatherhood too much on this show yet, man. We're both fathers.
Yes, that is true. We are both fathers. Me twice over.
Yeah, twice over. Let's talk about fatherhood for a minute. Like fatherhood and decisions that you make for your children. What are the lengths and stuff, whatever? Like I always heard this expression. Your kid makes you into a grown-up, whatever, right?
Yes.
For proper people.
Yeah.
Like we're not judging nobody, but for the proper people and stuff, whatever, you kind of like reevaluate.
For most people, you start to reevaluate your
things,
life.
Whatever,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What are some of the decisions that you've made for you getting ready for fatherhood?
You know, well, it's funny because I can remember when I was having my first child. Mm-hmm. One of the things was to even just be around more before my child was even born. So, for an example, I was working a day job for a music software distributor, and right after I would do that job, I had an evening gig as an audio engineer at a studio called Above Average, and so I would leave my girl from like, you know, the start of the day, which I'm looking at maybe 9:00 a.m.
Okay.
and I wouldn't get home till like maybe 3 a.m.
Shit.
You know what I mean? That's from just, you know, my day-to-day job, plus going to the studio and engineering a recording session.
Right.
And when I found out my girl was pregnant and we were gonna have a child, I let dudes know at the studio. I said, listen, I'm about to become a father. So, you know, let's get as much wrapped up as we possibly can, because I intend to, when I leave work, go home. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I'm practicing to be as helpful as I possibly can in raising this child and being there for these moments, because, you know, as you know, they don't stay little forever.
No.
I mean, you still got your little man, but in that space of time from his birth to now, you've experienced a lot of stuff.
Absolutely,
with him.
man.
You
Because
understand?
I mean, he's approaching I call them the terrorist twos. They're beyond terrible.
Yeah.
And like, I was looking at like, where did the time go?
So right there and then, I already made the adjustment of being a more committed person, more committed family wise,
Family orientated wise,
right? The partying and bullshit, I wouldn't say it stopped completely, but it became less.
It cut down.
Yeah, it cut down for me.
It cut down. That's good.
And the frivolous spending cut down for me.
Oh, so you weren't popping bottles for the bitches in the club?
No, I wasn't popping the bottles for the bitches in the clubs. I was popping bottles for Mr. Pampers and Mr. Huggies.
Okay.
Right? So
the right bottles.
Yeah,
the right bottles.
I was popping the right bottles.
The right bottles.
So that was it. My whole outlook changed as far as, you know, financial, being more supportive and so forth like that. I would have to say right off the bat.
Me, I want to say probably about the same and stuff, whatever. Me personally, I want to say, well, when I was honing in the fact that I just brought life into the world.
Yeah.
I kind of try to hone in everything and stuff. I want to say I want to reprogram my brain like Winter Soldier.
Right.
To now trying to get into this father role and stuff, whatever. Because I didn't grow up with my father and stuff, whatever, like that. And I had ideas and stuff, whatever, on what a proper father would be. And I vowed to myself, whatever, to be the father that I never had.
Right.
So now I have to take my time and stuff, whatever, and try to play an active role before and get things together and all the above. Because a lot of times, whatever, I don't want to always just make it fall on the woman or the person and stuff for that, because a lot of times, like, I see my mom do a single mother dance, and it wasn't as easy. Like, men can only raise men, right?
Right.
But my mom did the best of her abilities and stuff, whatever. And then I had like other family members and uncles and cousins and stuff that played that role.
Yeah.
So I realized and stuff for that, like, me growing up without a father, it had a major effect and toll on me, as I vowed to myself that, like, yo, that's not gonna happen for my son.
Right.
So I'm gonna play my position to the full extent, whatever, and still doing that to this day. To this day. So I mean, that's just what it is. I think for me, might change the decisions that I made for my son. Now, what are your biggest fears of being a father? I know it might be tons, but give me like, I don't know, maybe like your top ones and stuff that stick out to you and stuff. Like now, it just might pop up in your head and stuff, whatever now.
My biggest fear would be the lessons that I try to instill in my kids
They don't pick it up?
They don't pick them up.
Ooh, that was poetic. That
Yeah,
was nice.
Yeah. That would be my biggest fear, because I think the tools that I arm them with and the lessons that I provide them with should be able to help them get through any situation that they might get themselves into. Right? Knowing that I was never perfect. No one is ever perfect.
Right.
There's going to be bumps in the road. But I feel my parents instilled enough in me where I could kind of navigate myself to safety. And if I couldn't navigate myself to safety right away, I wouldn't drown, but I knew how to tread water.
Facts. So you're still surviving.
So I still
surviving and thriving.
Still surviving, thriving at the end of the day. And at some point, I'm either gonna reach a boat or I'm gonna reach land.
True.
So these are the kind of things that I instill my kids, try to instill in my kids, because once they leave the four walls of my home and my security, they're out there in the real world, and a lot of times I can't protect them from that.
Facts. My biggest fear of being a father, I want my son to be one of those kids that kind of just roll up their schoolwork and put it in their back pocket. I always feel like them niggas is losers, man. Like, yo, that's my thing. My thing and stuff is that, like, yo, I went to school and stuff, whatever, in America and everything, and I was always afraid of, like, I used to see some chicks, whatever, you know, the ones like, there's school breakfast, right?
Right, yeah.
And then they have these other chicks who have that I want to say the hood breakfast with the hot Cheetos and the soda.
Yeah.
Oh, I stayed away from those type of chicks because, you know, they're the loud, rambunctious ones.
Yeah.
Those, I feel like those were the prequels to the baby mamas that would cause you problems.
Yeah.
It's friggin' 8 o'clock in the morning and you eating hot Cheetos. Not egg sandwich, not an egg McMuffin.
Yeah.
Hot Cheetos and you drinking a brisk iced tea. You know what I'm saying? Those chicks, I'm like, nah, I gotta stay away from that.
Well, tell you what, that education used to be a big fear to me.
Yeah.
Right? And when I say used to, it's not that I don't want my kids to do well or excel in school. But I'm at the realization that
school isn't for everyone.
School isn't for everyone.
Right.
First and foremost. And you have a lot of successful people out here
that didn't even finish high school.
That didn't finish high school.
Facts.
Right? So, but what they do have in common is they're a set of values that's been instilled in them.
Fair.
So
absolutely. So the value goes back to the values. What you were saying.
So I'm going back to the values of what I'm saying. If I instill those values, then they'll tread the water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they'll eventually reach land, or they'll eventually reach a boat.
I'm gonna instill that value and stuff. And like, yo, I'm looking at my son like, look, I'm gonna need you not when the teacher give you some notes and stuff like that to take. I need you not to roll that bitch up and not put it in your back pocket.
Stuff in your back pocket.
I'm gonna beat the brakes off his ass and stuff, whatever. If I go to one of the damn open houses or the teacher meetings and stuff, they're like, yeah, he just takes notes and just rolls it up in his back pocket. He doesn't come in with a folder. I'm like, nigga, what am I going to Staples for and stuff at the beginning of every school damn year to buy supplies, and all you do is walk around with a few sheets, rolling it up, and then you're walking out. That shows, to me, it shows lack of, I want to say, a go-get-it kind of drive.
Right,
so you're looking at it as like, yo, screw it. Now, if you're about and stuff like your school's not for you and stuff like that and everything,
yeah,
I think my other fear stuff is the communication, not having the proper window of channel communication with my child.
Yeah.
I know he's going to be on a different type of world and stuff, whatever. I'm going to be an older dude by the time he gets to that type of point, whatever. But I want the communication to be at least decent enough where we can have a convo and say, like, look, Dad, I feel like, you know, this is not working out for me pertaining to school. I'm like, well, why you don't like school?
Right.
And then if he gives me a reason, stuff like some words the teacher might say might kind of go above his head and everything, he might have a learning difficulty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or it might be a situation and stuff, whatever, where he just might not like that teacher, or the possibilities could be endless.
He might just not like that subject.
Yeah. Right. So that's what I'm saying. The possibility could be endless and stuff, whatever. I tell everybody, I don't like I don't like algebra, but I love my money to multiply.
Of course, 100%.
So I mean, I'm a science dude, right?
Yeah.
That's me personally. So that's something like when it comes down to it, it's the communication thing. That's my fear of being a father. Like if we don't have that good kind of rapport and communication, and then like I said, some loser shit, whatever. I feel like lions can help raise lions and stuff, whatever, and from day one and stuff, whatever, if you're there, you're present and stuff, whatever, the things that you say and do will have an effect on your kids.
Of course, 100%. I believe that, and to even stress upon that point a little bit further is the examples, because kids pick up more than you actually think, and without even saying anything, your examples speak louder than words. So if you're out there showing them like, yo, dad may not be the most smartest person or the strongest person, or the whatever, but he's the most determined person.
Yeah.
And whatever he sets his mind to, he's gonna accomplish it, or find, if he can't do it, he's gonna find a way to get it done.
Absolutely.
And just even picking up that small little trait will carry your kids. I feel will carry your kids further than the point where they just give up.
I don't underestimate nobody. I don't even underestimate these kids. Nothing like that. Because look, my son, he's approaching 2.
Yeah.
And when I came out the shower today, I looked at him and stuff whatever before I came out to come record. I looked at him and stuff whatever. I gave him a kiss on his head and I said, he's not even talking properly. Yeah. Right? He just forces some words and some sounds.
Yeah.
And I said, I love you times 1,000,000,000,000 to the 100th power. And he's like, yeah. And then that was it.
Yeah.
And we have it's that communication and stuff,
Yeah,
whatever, from
of course,
there.
yeah.
And like I said, he's not even 2 and he knows that and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, if I continue doing what I do, eventually he'll pick up and stuff and say like, yo, dad's a go-getter. Dad does this side hustle, he's into this, and all the lessons and stuff. Well, the bonus from us is that we have a mark and stuff, whatever, on the world. So even if, touch wood, we vanish.
Yeah.
Our children can have the gems we already dropped.
Exactly.
For the podcast.
Exactly. It's funny because and it's important that we always talk to our kids, because that's the one thing I try to do. Even if they don't understand it to the fullest, I try to explain what I'm doing, and more importantly, why I'm doing it. So they have, so they get the understanding that, dad ain't just out here, doing shit. He's got a goal in mind. He's trying to achieve that goal. And these are the steps that we're seeing him take to get to where he wants to go.
Straight. It's facts.
Yeah, man.
It's okay. So let me ask you this now. How many non-black friends do you really have? Because earlier, beginning of the show, top of the show, you said support black excellence. You and I, we always support black excellence.
Yeah.
We're a fan of that. But it got me thinking of stuff, whatever, the other day, whatever, right? Because I want to say, when people tend to look at like my circle,
right,
and everything, my circle is like well diverse.
Yes,
I feel like my circle is well diverse. But when I look at other people's circles and stuff that I know, their circle's not well diverse.
Right.
I might be that token black person in their circle.
Yeah.
Or if I look at another black friend and stuff, whatever, they might not have any other non-black friends and stuff in their circle. So that's why I said it got me thinking, how many non-black friends do you really have?
I have a few. You know what I mean? And actually, I would say probably maybe more than the average black person. And
the hell is the average black person?
average black person mostly have black friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With just a few sprinkles here and there. But here's the thing with me, Marv. Growing up, my parents were always trying to achieve things. So very early, I want to say like when I was maybe about 5 or 6, or maybe even before I reached the age of 5 and 6, we had my parents had moved out of the building that we were in and bought a house.
Right.
Now the street that I lived on, I was maybe one of maybe 3 black families that were on that street.
Right.
The rest of the street was white. And no other I wouldn't say no other ethnicity, because there was maybe 1 or 2 Indian families that may have lived on the street. So I grew up around white kids. You know what I mean? A few sprinkled black kids here and there, and Indian kids. So so my surroundings was already diverse by the time I got to the age of 10, 11, and so forth.
Right.
My public school that I attended, elementary school for those who are over there south of the border, the blacks were a real minority.
Right.
So in my school system, my elementary days, I had a lot of white friends, a lot of Indian friends, and I would like to say that's where I first started having Asian friends, because the school that I went to was a mixed multitude with, I would want to say, predominantly whites being the majority within that school system.
Right.
It wasn't really till I got to junior high
What started being more black?
when it started being more black, and I attribute this to the school, the area that it was in. Was an area where students were coming from different backgrounds.
Now, let me cut you real quick.
Yeah.
I know tons of people and stuff, whatever, with a story similar to yours.
Right.
Right? Childhood, no problem. Because I want to say, like, even to these kids and stuff, whatever, today, whatever, most people and stuff, whatever, like, let's say if you're an average black family and stuff, whatever, you might throw your kids into, like, some little league sports, soccer or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the above, whatever, right? Because I want to say, if you're a child under the age of 5, you don't see color. You don't see race. You just see fun and nice person or bad person and stuff.
Cartoon and toys.
Exactly. Yeah. That's all you see and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's the adults and stuff around them that kind of corrupt them or kind of change their minds.
Yeah.
So that's why I believe all babies are born innocent.
Right.
So now when it comes to a point where you have a situation where you're an adult now for yourself.
Yeah.
You grew up in the surrounds like what you're saying and stuff. But there's probably tons of people that grew up in the surrounding and stuff like you.
Yeah.
Had that kind of diverse type of schooling and everything and stuff, whatever. But when they become an adult, whatever, they're on some pro-Black Lives shit, whatever, like Black Lives Matter, and they kind of eliminate all the Caucasians or other ethnicities from them.
But okay, I get what you're saying, but I mean, I'm giving you from my perspective. Right.
Okay, so
let me continue now.
Yeah,
so
jump
when
back in.
when I got into junior high, right? It's not like it's not like white people got any less, right? It's just now more. I'm started seeing more black people, more people of color, more people of
other ethnicities,
of other ethnicities.
I'm about to say, boy, don't bite your tongue over there.
And it now became a more of a cultural thing that started determining who my friends were. So now I'm getting a greater appreciation for black music. Right? More appreciation for fashion. And now my friends are being determined by what I like, what my interests were. And it just so happened to be that more of people who looked like me were interested in those things. And at the same time, I still had white friends, I still had Asian friends, I still had Indian friends, but their interests were more similar. The ones that I had their interests were more
it's
similar
to yours.
to what I was. So they fit within my circle.
So then, listen, I like you said. I like the fact that you said that, because there's a part where I see a lot of times and stuff, whatever, where I want to say, back then I used to look at it stuff as like, why is this one black dude, right, or this one black student or kid,
Yeah.
is surrounded by a whole bunch of white people and stuff, whatever, and they're all rocking Marilyn Manson tees and stuff, whatever, or 9 Inch Nails and stuff, whatever, tee and everything like that, whatever. But his interests and stuff, whatever, would have been all to that type of level.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. You understand? And that determined his surroundings.
His surroundings,
right?
his circle.
So this is what I'm saying. It's not that I don't think that I went out and looked to have more people of color as friends.
Right.
It's just my cultural preference and my surroundings just almost kind of dictated that, because you know what I mean, they were more into what I was doing. Okay. Now that pretty much from that setting pretty much carried into my adulthood.
Fair.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's not the fact that I would say that my friends became less diverse. No, the people who were in my culture became less diverse.
Gotcha.
Now to this day, the friends who I have, white, Asian, black, are my friends because we like similar things. We've adapted to a similar type of lifestyle. We're in a similar type of culture. Then, apart from that, I have my business associates, business friends, who are different from what my culture is. And they may be more of a diverse culture because we deal with music, but I don't just solely deal with hip hop, R&B,
everything.
I deal with everything.
Yeah,
I deal
you're
with
a producer.
I'm a producer.
I deal with
other producers.
You gotta make these coins.
Yeah, I deal with other producers who deal with other genres.
Right.
But we still talk the same language. We still do. We're still involved in the same things. So our network has I have a friend. I have a set of friends who are part of my network. We're not necessarily a part of my culture.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Yeah.
So I say that to say this. I do have, people who are friends, even close friends of mine that are outside of my race.
Which is good.
Yeah. Which is good.
I feel like it's great. Let me play devil's advocate and stuff real quick and stuff, whatever. To your wife, let me apologize and stuff, whatever. If you weren't married, could you see yourself and stuff, whatever, dating a person that didn't share your similarities and stuff? Like, I want to say, like, I guess we'll use music as an example.
Okay.
So you're into hip hop, R&B, reggae, that type of stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to put you in a box and stuff, whatever, because I know that's what black people be jamming to and shit. But I'm just saying, like, that's an example.
Yeah.
And let's say, like, the possible woman of your dreams.
Right.
She could have been a Marilyn Manson friend. Whatever, right? That whole type of era and everything, some type of music. You guys might not share the same interests of music, but let's say on morals and principles level, she hits every box. She checks off every damn box. So I feel like,
but I'm gonna have to admit, I probably might miss that cue. You understand? Because
the culture and the things that you're into.
Again,
opposites attract, though.
Opposites do attract, but at the same time,
they don't stay.
I wouldn't say that they don't stay, but you have to be put in a circumstance to find out that opposite really has a lot of like qualities that you're into. If you're not put in a certain circumstance, you're never gonna find that, because your intention and you tend to stick with things or to be in situations that you know. You understand? With that being said, I would have no problems ending up with someone of an Asian descent, ending up with someone of an Indian descent, ending up with somebody of a European descent. That's my focus is not the color of your skin.
But the content of your character.
But the content of your character.
MLK.
So if you rock with the same things that I rock with, you understand? We gel with each other. That's the most important thing to me.
Right. Gotcha. So that means, well, you kind of summed it up with it. I was going to follow up and stuff, whatever. Like, do you converse with other people from different races? But you said you did that within a daily basis and stuff.
Yeah,
I feel like
for sure.
I remember I seen a Cat Williams comedy, and he said, my black people, y'all need some white friends. And I want to say with this whole Black Lives Matter movement and stuff that kind of came in place, I feel like a lot of people try to keep that separate. Because I agree, you need some white friends, and I feel like some white friends need some black friends and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah,
one of my coworkers and stuff, whatever, said he went to Buffalo for some shit. And when they were coming back over to the Canadian side and stuff, whatever, they're like, gas is cheaper in America, so they're gonna fill it up. So when they punched in like gas station and stuff, whatever, it took them to like damn near like a hood in like Buffalo and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
And I want to say when he's there at the hood and stuff, whatever, like pumping the gas, he was laughing and stuff. He felt nervous. He's like, he's like, Marv, I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt a little uncomfortable. Like, it's all good. Some black people make me uncomfortable too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I'm black. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's all good. If the aura, whatever you feel is how you feel. No one can tell you how to feel. But I told him, like, you know what? Would have helped you if you had some chocolate with you, man. If you had some black friend and stuff, whatever, with you and everything like that, whatever. It'd take the heat off. Mm-hmm. So I told him and stuff. One day I was with some friends, stuff, whatever. I think one other black friend is in the car with me. One was Indian, one was white, and the other one, white, half white, half native. We were all coming back from Buffalo. And when I seen the area and stuff, whatever, where we went to go get gas and do some shit like that too. No, we went to liquor store. They looked uncomfortable in the car. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Fall back. Since I'm the darkest person in the car, I'll go inside the gas station, go deal with this and all that type of stuff, and I'll come back.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, thank God, Marvin. Thank you. Thank you so my gosh. Thank you so much. And we just kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling him, I'm like, yo, you might need some chocolate with you. You need some black friends. How many black friends you got? Crickets chirped when he said it, whatever. He's like, well, aren't we friends? I'm like, no. We're co-workers. But we're on that. I'm like, yo, we don't break bread after work hours and everything and stuff like that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, do you have? And I realized that a lot of people and stuff, whatever, in their youth, they were,
of course,
with that whole mix.
Yeah.
And as adults and stuff, whatever, people tend to, I want to say, not segregated is a bad word, but they tend to stick with their own kind. Mm-hmm. And I'm always foreign to that expression because my thing and stuff is that I feel like I'm a well-rounded individual. I feel like I'm the bootleg most interesting man in the world. So you can throw me with any race, any group of people, and I'm good.
But I think again, I mean, sometimes it's dictated by your culture and the things that you tend to gravitate to. Like earlier when I was, when we were out there talking, I was telling you about the wedding that I went to with my wife's ex-coworker.
Right.
And we were sitting at her we were sitting at the table with a lot of her college friends. Mm-hmm. And she's a white female, right? Mm-hmm. The two brothers that I was telling you about were black.
Right.
And then the other two gentlemen he was South African and Armenian, I think, was his mixture.
Whoa.
And then one dude, I'm not sure, he was Croatian, and if not, he a background from a place like that in Europe. Mm-hmm. And they were good friends because of their interest. Because of where they all took the same courses in school, they all grew up. I think it was like a financial background that they all had.
Right.
You understand? Except for the one black brother, he was just association because of his brother was with the crew.
Right.
So they were friends because of that.
Yeah.
You understand? So again, I'm saying it boils down to a lot of times it might be cultural. A lot of times it may be your social economical network. You know what I mean? It depends.
Isn't that beautiful though? Like me, I look at something like that and stuff as beautiful. Like I look at it that I could be at a table, or fuck that, I can be out with some friends.
Yeah.
and everybody's from different walks of the world. Like want to say, their background and their story and stuff is so damn different, but we come together and stuff as friends to break bread, crack jokes, you know, share some similar stories, and just still kick it and have fun. I feel like, to me, that's beautiful and stuff, whatever. Like, I feel like I don't take that for granted. I'm loving that.
Listen, when I'm at work, right? And it's funny because, you know, when you work for an automotive company, a lot of times it's broken down into teams. So you work in a certain area, and you work with the team, right? So
I'm afraid of teams, though. I'll tell you why before you start your story.
Yeah.
For some odd reason, I always felt like I was in school with the smartest damn people, but whenever it came to like team or group projects, I got the 3 dumbest motherfuckers with me. So I got trust issues on teamwork or sometimes and stuff, whatever. But continue with your story.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess when you know when I discuss team in that setting, everybody's on equal footing.
Okay,
you understand?
Right.
We all do a specific job within that team,
right?
But everybody knows each and every other person's job.
Don't fuck up, or you're not gonna get this money.
Exactly.
Okay, right.
So we all got each other's backs in that situation, right? So a part of that team, there's 4 of us, right? 2 of us are black. One of us us is white, and one of us is Indian.
See, that's beautiful. You said us.
Yeah, well,
us,
because we're a team.
No. But that's what I'm saying. A lesser person will say, "Well, I'm black. Another dude is black, or the other person and stuff is black, and then there's an Indian, and there's white."
Yeah, but I can say
you
us because
right.
I feel it's
together.
It's
unity.
We're together. You understand? And
it's the unity.
I mean, we all take lunch at the same time. You know what I mean? We all talk about this. And it's funny because we're all from different backgrounds, but we can all find common interests.
Right.
That, you know what I mean, that we all gel with. You know what I mean? It got to the point where we would after work, we go have a beer at the bar. You know what I mean? A nice sunny day, if it's, you know, if we're on the early shift, nice sunny day, we're down at the works having burgers and a beer.
Right.
You understand? Days off, we're calling each other, like, you know what I mean? Oh, let's go do this. Let's do it. We're doing certain things.
Right.
Outside of my regular set of friends.
And that's friends.
You know what I mean? I look at these guys as, they're friends. You know, I got their back in certain situations. They got my back in certain situations. Now, mind you, one of them is a straight rocker. So when he go to his concerts, I ain't going to his concerts because that's not part of my culture, right? And then when I'm doing my thing, he ain't coming to where I'm coming to because that's not part of his culture. But there are things that we like that we gel together with, and it is what it is, man. So get yourself some black friends, get yourself some Indian friends, get yourself some Asian friends, just get yourself some friends. Don't just don't. And you learn a lot of things. You learn a lot of things outside your culture.
That's my thing and stuff is that, like, I want to be the best person I can be, and I can't be the best from selling myself short from learning type of things.
Yeah.
Right. And I wake up every day. I feel like if you stop learning, you should start dying.
Facts.
So my thing and stuff is that if I'm presented to somebody who might be from a different part of the world that I've never heard of, or I've never seen or understood and stuff, whatever, you know me, I ask tons of questions any goddamn way. So I'm just trying to get to know them, bridge the gap between us and everything, and they can teach me some things and I can teach them some things and stuff too.
Listen, the fact of the matter, from the day you're born to the day you die, you'll never know everything.
Absolutely.
You'll never know everything. So every day there's a chance to learn something new. There is. It's just how the world is. You can never know everything before your dying days.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, people from different walks in the world and stuff and everything. It's a beautiful thing, man. So, what do you think most people on this continent take for granted?
You know what?
Because another person from another point of view in the world that probably just came to Toronto and stuff, whatever, they probably have a different type of appreciation stuff of like Toronto and stuff, whatever. that they came here and stuff like that. So let's say, for example, I don't know, let's say if they're from some random ass place. Mozambique.
Right.
I don't know nobody from Mozambique, but let's say if they came from Mozambique and stuff and everything, and they came here and they're like, oh my gosh, your buildings, they're so beautiful. And you're looking like, they're buildings.
Yeah.
What do you think so my question is, what do you think most people on this continent take for granted?
A simpler way of life.
I can't fish.
I can't fish either.
Oh, we
And not to say that I can't fish. I've never tried fishing.
You never tried fishing?
I've never tried fishing.
And like other people from different parts of the world, they could probably fish with their eyes closed and catch like.
Man, they
do the Jesus basket thing.
Listen, they sharpening tree branches and out there stabbing fish and taking that shit out the water.
I can't do that.
I can't fish.
Yeah,
I can't. You give me the Iron Rod 3000, the most advanced fishing rod in the world that you're supposed to catch 40 fish with. I probably can't catch one.
Shit, yeah, I thought I was the only one.
Not the fact that I can't do it. I've just never tried. You understand? Where you at? This is exactly what you're saying. Because, and here's the thing with us, because we can go to the supermarket
Go pick up some fish.
and pick up some fish.
Man, our game over here is so elevated and stuff, whatever. We should be so grateful. We can get fucking fish sticks. And we can get different styles of fish sticks. We can get Kentucky battered beer fish sticks, okay? We done got the regular fish. We got the battered game and stuff, whatever.
This is what I'm saying. The simplest way of life. You have people in certain countries that will wake up, go to the seaside, catch themselves something to eat, lay on the beach, catch a tan, and go to sleep. Wake up the next day and do that shit all over. They ain't worried about a mortgage. They ain't worried about a bill that has to be paid.
Hydro's their son.
The
electricity is their son.
hydro's their son.
Electricity is their son, yeah.
There's a lot of things. They're not worried about pollution.
Clean air.
There's a lot of things that they don't worry about. You understand? But here's the flip side of it. You bring them here and they see all the things that they perceive that they're missing out on. The car, the TV, watching all this type of entertainment. You know what I mean? The battered fish sticks, beer battered fish sticks, because they've never had beer battered fish sticks before.
Then they need to try tempura style then.
There you go. So all these things that they perceive that they're missing out of, now all of a sudden, they want your life.
Yeah.
They don't want that simple life that they've had. We go over there and we're like, man, you mean you don't have to go to work to live?
Nah.
You don't got to bust your brain to live?
Island life, man. Like
You could just...
You when they go. When you go on vacation and stuff for them islands and shit like that.
You mean all I got to do is learn how to stab fish, stab crab with my spirit, and I can eat a seafood meal?
I know. You know what's Red Lobster they charge you?
Immediately when I think of that, brings me to the Tom Hanks movie.
Castaway?
Castaway.
I ain't talking to no goddamn volleyball made from my blood, so calm your ass down over there.
All right. But think about it. When he came back, when they found his ass, and they brought him back, you know what I mean? Gave him all the hooplas, this, that, and the third.
Yes.
The seafood spread that was on the table, that these people looked at, and like, these people in their eyes were looking at it as, yo, this is the best that there is to offer. And in his mind, it was like, man, that was my survival food that I ate every day. Every single day. You understand? It's just it's the perspective of things.
Yo, I think they should have a TV show like a Castaway challenge. Let Tom Hanks host that shit.
Isn't that what Naked and Afraid is?
Yeah, but Naked and Afraid, you see, with Naked and Afraid, they give you these tools and shit like that. Whatever,
they give you the tools?
They tell you like, all right, we're going to give you this map. We're going to give you these tools. And you're going to have to meet at the drop point and stuff and get rescued. Now, if they told you like, yo, look here, man. This is the wreckage from a ship. Survive.
You gonna have to build shit out of it?
Yeah, it'd be like survive. So when it comes down to it, Naked and Afraid, I'm not knocking their hustle. I know Naked and Afraid is doing their ones and twos pertaining to dropping people off, but they dropping them off with supplies, or at least 1 or 2 supplies to themselves, right? My thing's on Castaway and stuff is when he didn't get dropped off. He just got left with just rummage of the airplane he had to work with.
But he had Wilson the ball with him.
Nah, nigga, he made Wilson. When he cut himself, he used the blood to draw Wilson's face on that volleyball that was shipped. So I'm like, I guess Naked and Afraid might be the closest thing possible. But in any case else and stuff, whatever, yeah, it could get a little more realer. But it goes to show you and stuff, whatever, what we take for granted, right? Because like you said with the fish, with the fishes and everything and the seafood spread and stuff, whatever in the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, when it comes down to it, we do take a lot of things for granted. I feel like the things we take for granted a lot is
But I mean, think of that part though. Like, we got machines,
right,
that literally fished these things. Homeboy had to learn how to do that by hand.
Scratch.
Then do that shit every day. Yeah. That's insane.
That's insane, man. Like I said, like I think food we take for granted on this continent. Running water, clean water and stuff, whatever, right?
Clean water
and stuff is a hell of a thing and stuff, whatever. Because I want to say, when you go in other parts of the world, you just travel. They tell you, try and get you some bottled water and everything like that, right?
Shit, you ain't even gotta go to other parts. You just go to Flint, Michigan.
Shit, right? You can spark a match for that bitch. So I mean, there's so many things and stuff, whatever. But I feel like we need to stop worrying about things we don't have.
Yeah.
And be fortunate for the things we do have. And be grateful and take those things in. Like we always stress, gratitude before attitude. Like, you know? I mean, that just be that. All right. We're on the question segment of the show. The question of the week is, what do you hope your last words would be?
Avenge my death.
So what if you guys get taken out by like freaking a damn tree branch that just fell like it's on Final Destination type of shit? How we gonna avenge you?
You better find that tree branch, chop that bitch up, and throw it in the fire.
Okay, and then what? That's avenging.
That's avenging. Okay. That'll be avenging my death.
I don't know.
Please. Avenge me.
Okay, well, since you said please, I mean, we'll move better now. Like, all right, you put a little courtesy and manners to the thing, whatever. I get it.
Nah. My last words, thinking about, what I'm searching out to do, or what I hope that I'll be doing in this lifetime, will be to finish what I started.
Which is...
Well, I don't know. I haven't... Whatever I started during that lifetime, man. Just finish it.
Or doing that segment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be with, finish what I started.
If you're about, like, let's say you about 70 years old and you're trying to build a birdhouse and then you die the following day, you're going to say, finish what I started?
Finish what I started.
That's basic. There'll be a YouTube video for that time and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just going to say some shit like you're planning to build an ark. And I'm like, nigga, I don't know about all that, Noah. You need to calm down.
Well, I'm thinking maybe, I might have, set up some foundation. Maybe I might, put some kids on the right path, and that work just needed to be completed. I'm going to be like, finish what I started.
Okay. What I hope my last words would be.
A hot dog is really a sandwich?
Oh, no.
You gonna piss people off in
the grave. What? Somebody might walk past my damn tombstone and be like, Marvin, what Tui, it might spit on my damn... Be minding my business stuff for the silking it. I don't know if I might end up in heaven or hell. Yeah, whatever. Hopefully I'm trying to end up in heaven, but it might like, what the hell is this wetness? Whatever. Like somebody just spit on the damn tombstone.
Some hot chewy.
I think my last words would be, I would prefer live, laugh, and love. I always loved that, whatever. I'm a sucker for love. Like, people gotta live out here and like, yo, don't forget to laugh. Laughter is like the best medicine and stuff, whatever. Me, like I said, I told you, I have a pseudo-bulbar, man. I have a laughing disorder where I just laugh, at things that's not supposed to be laughed at. It's a real medical term. I looked it up. But, I mean, live, laugh, and love. Like, I hope that's will be my last words and stuff, whatever. And then if I flatline and stuff, whatever, I'll be all right. I'll be content.
But just believe, nigga, if you get stabbed to death, I'm gonna avenge your death.
Yo.
Even if you don't say it, I'm gonna avenge your death. What he really meant was avenge his death. So let's go find them motherfuckers.
Yo, you want to be an Avenger for real? Boy, you out here on a quest. All right, man. We on the Ask the Sons portion of the show.
Yep.
Dark Knight _ said, could you be in love with someone you weren't attracted to, but they treated you exactly the way you wanted?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say yes too, and I don't think you may not start off loving that person, but just by the virtue of that person providing and doing the things that you need to be done for you, I think eventually you'll fall in love. You'll fall in love.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
I believe in maybe not love
Lust at first sight?
at first sight, maybe attraction. Maybe attraction at first sight.
I feel like, I don't know. See, I'm a sucker for love, right? And I want to say there might be a few people and stuff that I probably look at and be like, I know there's a few women I looked at before, and I said like, damn. I feel like her smile could help grow flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and like,
But is that
I guess,
love though?
Well, no, I don't know them. I don't know that person and stuff with her. So I guess it's an attraction type of level with it. So I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Mishy _2 said, cash for life question. $1 million now or $1,000 a week for the rest of your life?
$1 million now.
Why?
Because I don't know where am I gonna pass or when am I gonna go. Just imagine if you won cash for life, right? And it's going, because I think they've already got it worked out how many years you're probably gonna live.
I think they got 25.
They got 25?
25, because 25 is the actual life sentence.
All right, so think about it this way, right? You get you say you get it. You say, all right. Listen, I don't want to blow it all, so I'm gonna get it $1,000 per week. Then next week you get hit by the train and you're dead.
Damn, Wednesday Addams, that was dark.
You only ended up with $1,000.
Hey man,
ain't nobody gonna break no bread over that $1,000. You
True.
get the $1 million ahead of time. Now your family's set. Your kids are set. At least one that maybe not set to a point, but they got a good start.
True. Now, see the thing and stuff. When I seen this question, one I knew the person and stuff was definitely from Canada, right?
Yeah.
But I knew for a fact and stuff. I see, like on the real Cash for Life, on the back of the thing, I read the card one time when I bought the scratch off.
Yeah.
And it said, like the Cash for Life thing, you can take a payout instantaneously for $625,000. Right? Or I think like for the 25 years, I think it would be equivalent to like over $2 million. So with this question and stuff, I guess they kind of remixed it and stuff, whatever. So I would take the $1 million, but I don't think I'm gonna die and kick the bucket and stuff, whatever, that fast, whatever. Because they remember back in the day, or the old heads in America always used to tell me and stuff, whatever. Life's too short. You might get hit by a bus and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm fucking 34, okay? Touch wood, the bus ain't come yet. So I might just take the 1,000 and stuff for that for a week. That's on the fence and stuff for them. If I'm gonna make a decision right now, I'll take the $1 million. Done it. Pay for my son's things, and then just clear off whatever I need to clear off.
I'm gonna take the $1 million right away.
Right.
Cause if I'm listening to my conspiracy Joe voice in my head,
Jesus. Here we go.
They see you start reaching past that 600,000 mark.
They gonna come after you?
They might got 1,000 ways for you to die.
You bringing back the show just for you?
Just for you.
Gotcha.
That motherfucker look like he about to break the bank. No, we can't let that happen. Call in Knuckles.
You got a name for the hitman already?
Knuckles.
Yeah, he sound like he fuck people up. Coach _Nikki _001. What's the most important goal in your life right now?
Right now?
Right now.
I would say to get this whole entertainment, this whole company entertainment business on a level where we can no longer have to work 9 to 5s and be able to sustain a decent living for us and be able to store away some loot for the kids and have something for them to take over once we've gone and build upon what we take over. They not necessarily have to take over what we're actually doing right now.
Yeah, their own thing.
But
whatever they find the liking and stuff.
Enough to say, hey, this was a good starting point. Thank you,
Right.
Dad. I'm going to take it from here and run with it.
I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to be a yes man and jump on your bandwagon with that answer.
It's no problem with being a yes man with that one. I think that one's a solid one. Yeah, I'm going to pat myself on the back and say I think that one was a solid one.
Cool. Hit us off with the So Say the Sons, man. The maturity one is, like I've said, I'm feeling it. It's fire. It's fiery.
Yeah, man. But listen, with maturity comes wisdom.
As So Say the Sons.
So say the sons.
Yeah, man. That's it. That's all I got for us this week, man. Yeah, any church announcements? Are we good?
Yeah, Kanye coming to visit.
Kanye coming to visit? Have the organ ready. No, you need one of the organs on the wheels and stuff because he's always doing service outside.
Yeah, he always doing service outside.
And the weather's getting better here, so he'll be here shortly.
You gonna see him coming.
He'll be here shortly and stuff, whatever. Shit, I'm good. I'm good for that.
You think you gonna see some Yeezy Moses slippers?
Hell yeah! Look at those ugly ass, those wave runner shits, whatever. I'm not fucking with those things. And it always kills me. Like I see people rock it like me. That they're not for me. Let me just say that they're not for me. Those easy things are like some bootleg combat boots in between grandpa shoes. I don't know. So if they come with some Yeezy, the Osiris water walking type of specials, don't be surprised.
The Moses ones.
The Moses ones.
Yeah, you'll see the Moses ones.
That's it, man.
That's it.
All right, man. Thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between stupidity and genius is that Jesus has his limits. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Oh, yo, and if you already haven't, don't forget to subscribe to us on all your favorite ways to listen to your Podical Sons. Also, hit up the YouTube channel and subscribe there too.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.